Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Firing to the right, complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Still looking. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Takes the handoff. It's ball. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Going for the marker on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. Now the kicker's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. And down he goes back at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the 2nd play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the 3rd play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quick completion on the out route. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Glagway. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. Right midfield, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks. He uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Touch pass on the right. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
To the air, it's Jennings. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy wasn't.
It's a running room. Oh, what a cut. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
To the air, it's Barnett. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And as he throws, makes the grab. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Got it behind the line. It's Livingston. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Marches ahead. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. They'll run it. He's stopped. Fourth and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on it to force the incompletion.
Now on third and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The sure hands, it's Fleming. Brings him to the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got a little space. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass, and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it, and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down to the 1-yard line.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback, or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window.
Touchdown, Gator! Fit it in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires one high and deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Still on his feet.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, better look out. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 50. At the 30. He now has 110 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Going to swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
16.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Snagged in the middle, it's Knight. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Touchdown, Gators! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got a man, it's Cooper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And the Mustangs are flying down the field.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being a...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
That's caught. It's Knight. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Auburn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going with the ground game left. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Now improvising. He's got an open man. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Under fire. This time on target. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes a man miss. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The AT unit on the field. Right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got a man. Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he's going to bring this one out. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Defense looks as if it's coming. Fires it incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation